to track the ways that the park is being used, tracking the types of activities that people go and do there, like do people go out and walk their dog, are there children playing in the playground, as well as some of the challenges that the park has had in the past, such as drug use in the park, drinking in public, prostitution, and other activities that go on. And obviously, this is very disturbing. It's disturbing that these activities would be happening right next door to a school, and we really wanted to engage the students. We worked closely with Principal Moore on establishing some type of project for the kids to start showing a presence in the park and showing their efforts to make improvements in the park. We trained the students in how to do environmental scans of the park, and we have some footage today of what an environmental scan is, and that's when they actually go out and document with cameras. They wear very official jackets that you'll see in the video as well, documenting all the things that they find in the park. They're almost like CSI investigators with their cameras, taking pictures of everything they find. And we did about 4 of those activities in the park, as well as a crime prevention through environmental design assessment of the park, which will also be depicted in the video. Crime prevention through environmental design is a technique that law enforcement uses to create safer environments in our communities. And kids were trained in the principles of crime prevention through environmental design to come up with recommendations for making the park a safer place, as well as bringing more community into the park as well. Kids, why don't you move over here a little bit, because it seems like there's some people who can't see you over there. So why don't we just go ahead and watch the video first, and then maybe we'll just have a couple questions and answers with the youth here today. So go ahead and play the video.
Conditions at the North Park Community Park. They're partnering with the North Park Action Team to make that goal a reality. Alba is a small alternative school located next to the park. When it opened its doors last fall, neighbors worried about the potential impact the park would have on students who attend here. The park has a history of criminal activity. Neighbors say people abuse alcohol and drugs here. Prostitution, gang violence, and drug dealing are also common.
Oh, I saw like 2 or 3 cars just go by, and they're looking at drug dealers fighting with trans.
Students are committed to taking back the park. Over the past few months, 2 groups of Alba sophomores were trained on how to conduct environmental scans in order to document the negative activities that happen here.
Would you guys feel safe to bring a little brother or sister or your own kids here to play?
No.
During 4 environmental scans conducted during daylight hours, the students documented some of the same issues neighbors complained about, including drinking in public, drug dealing, prostitution, trash, transient activity, vandalism, and graffiti.
Graffiti.
The students also found empty alcohol bottles, small plastic bags used to stash drugs, and empty prescription containers for medical marijuana. During these assessments, the students also studied how the park was being used. They wanted to know if children visited the playground and if people exercised here.
We should get more people out here playing sports, being more active.
Last month, the students also received training in the principles of crime prevention through environmental design, also known as SEPTED.
Take a look at the doors, the windows, make sure everything looks good. Make sure there's
Law enforcement agencies conduct SEPTED inspections at apartment complexes to reduce crime. Officers and deputies look for things like adequate lighting and the proper maintenance of smoke detectors and fire extinguishers. At the park, students did a SEPTED inspection to examine the overall visibility of park structures, safety in the tot lot, and landscaping. Based on their SEPTED assessments, the students made several recommendations to increase park safety and encourage the community to use the park. Those recommendations include making the restroom entrances more visible from the main activity areas of the park, fencing all around the tot lot, trimming trees that obstruct the overhead lighting in the park, offering organized sporting events in the park, offering summer movie nights in the park, painting murals and bringing more art into the park, and planting a community garden.
And then Jose, yeah.
And I believe they have something to share with us today. Did you want to?
Show the poster. Don't be shy.
Does one of you want to talk about it?
You can move up here.
Okay, so we did a poster on like all the things wrong in the park, and we basically showed like pictures of the graffiti, of prostitution, of there were mushrooms under the playground, just all the bad things that are wrong in the park. Portia.
Explain this. Huh? Explain that, Portia.
I think Portia had one more thing to say, and then we can take questions.
Carlos, talk about how graffiti leads to violence.
We've seen a lot of broken lights for our nighttime. So I guess like since there's less light, there's like more crime because it's not like really help for them to stop the crime. And
Bathrooms.
oh, in the bathroom, it's like if a cop was driving by, you wouldn't be able to see what's like happening in the bathroom because it's off by a wall. And by like taking off that wall, it's like the cops can see like what's happening like in the bathroom. If there's like any drug dealing, any prostitution or anything going on in the bathroom.
Carlos wants to explain about the graffiti. Yeah.
In the park, there's a lot of graffiti, and then by graffiti, if some other guys don't get along, like that's gang related, and if another gang member comes in and doesn't get along with that, then problems could start going on, and just there could be drive-bys or fights, and then people could get involved, people could get hurt.
Very good. Jose?